little bit late to the party on this one, but I want to talk about YouTube and their ad blocking nonsense that's been going on. Let me start off with something that I think is going to make you mad. I think that technically YouTube is right to tell you that you can't use Adblock. Thanks to Whokeys for sponsoring this video. Now these are OEM Windows keys. That means that you do your own tech support. You're not going to be relying on Microsoft, and they're generally locked to the hardware. We got a coupon code. Click on buy now, put in coupon code TS25, hit apply, and that price comes down to $17.19. Now when you compare that to the outrageous prices from Microsoft, you'd have to buy this many times to equal the price of one regular key from Microsoft. As of right now, this Windows 10 Pro key will unlock Windows 11. We also have Windows 10 Home, Windows 11, you can buy it directly, Windows 11 Home, and we have 2 flavors of Office. Once you're finished, all you have to do is click on your user account up here, go to your user center, click on My Purchase Orders, just view keys and codes, and you can just copy and paste your key, hit start, type activate, click on activation settings, paste it in there, click on next, and you will be activated. So head on over to Whokeys.com to get yourself an OEM Windows key at a price that makes sense. All right, now that you furiously typed your comment during the advertisement, let me talk about what I mean by that. How do you do an asterisk with your hand? The word that had this is a hashtag, this is with asterisks. The word that had the asterisk beside it was technically. YouTube is technically right to tell you that you can't use Adblock on their service, because in their terms of service, it technically says that you are not allowed to use Adblock. So you're breaking the terms of service. They're allowed to deny everything to you. Do I think that's right or wrong? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. But first off, I want to kind of call everybody out. Now, I posted the thing on here just as kind of playing devil's advocate, and I said I hate ads, especially on YouTube, and I hear people rage about YouTube's ad block war. And I do use AdGuard. That's me talking right here, just in case you're wondering who I'm reading. I'm reading my own stuff. But as devil's advocate, how do you want YouTube to cover the cost of their streaming servers? Should this be a public service paid by taxes? Like, seriously, what is it? You know, and then we've got some responses like this, but this doesn't tell me anything. Like, that tells me nothing. Like, okay. Some people are saying that they've had YouTube Red and Premium, so they are paying for it. They're being righteous. They're doing it the correct way, if you will. Joker has that. Some other people have that. People are justifying the monthly fees, people paying for these services. You're paying for a service that you're using. So it's kind of funny because a lot of these comments are people paying for premium. And then the other people are complaining about, like, you know, if the ads weren't so obnoxious, so obtrusive, so long, whatever. I don't think that the advertisers want stuff to be at the end of the video, you know. And then this person said the creators should be paying for it. Oh, yeah, the creators should pay for it? So you want me to pay so that you can watch YouTube? That's a new take. Sure, that's fun. Let's see what Dr. Baron von Baron has to say. I rarely like weighing in on these things, but Alphabet is a corporation owning things that should be public services such as video sharing platform and a search engine really rustles my jimmies. They have every right to block things that prevent them from earning revenue. So this is kind of the crux of the matter, and I've seen a lot of different videos online of people complaining about YouTube. And a lot of them are very just like, I don't know, like they feel entitled. This is content. We're entitled to this content and we don't want to pay a penny for it. We don't want to give any benefit back to YouTube. We just want to consume for free. We want you to spend money, YouTube. We want Google, Alphabet. We want you to spend your money to have server farms. And we want you to send the video into our eyeballs, and we want it free all the time, and that's it. That's like the end of their argument. It's like we should be able to block ads and watch videos. That's it. I agree with them in some way, but they're kind of like not acknowledging how ridiculous that argument is. Let's take a look at some revenue numbers here. Look at this. 7.95 billion in Q3. I don't know if we had all the numbers from 2024, but that's the revenue numbers. They're making money. There's 2024 YouTube revenue. You can look at all this stuff. They are making money. So generated 29.2 billion in revenue in 2022. So they're even increasing their revenue. They weren't very profitable at first, but they are increasing their revenue. So they are making a lot of money. And that's the other argument I see is like, YouTube needs to just leave us alone. They're making so much money. They should just shut up and leave us alone. Yes, technically you're wrong. And technically you're taking money away from me and all the other content creators, and you're taking money away from the Alphabet, taking money away from all that. You're just doing it. That's what you're doing. But there's another angle to this, and that's what I want to get to. Let's talk about Adblock and what happened. So they had a big war with Adblock, right? And a lot of people started uninstalling their Adblock. That's half of the journey. people were uninstalling it first. And Adblock went down. Let's look at this over here on AdGuard's blog. So if you see here this chart, Adblock, the Google ad war started right here, and Adblocks started uninstalling. People were uninstalling AdGuard. They were uninstalling uBlock Origin. And then a bunch of press came out about like all the YouTube and Adblocker and whatever. And then AdGuard and uBlock all figured out ways around this nonsense. And then check this out. More people ended up installing Adblock and AdGuard. So by creating a big mess out of this, not only are these people now going to be blocking ads on YouTube, they're going to be blocking ads all over the internet, because remember, Adblock is not just for YouTube, it's for the entire internet, and that's where Google lives. They live on the entire internet, everywhere you go. So if you installed, like I did, I installed AdGuard and I've got uBlock Origin on another machine to see which one works better. I like them both. They're both running really well. So if you install one of those, or if you didn't know about that, now maybe because of all this press and all this nonsense and all the buzz that's happening, all of a sudden you're aware of ad blockers. And now you've installed it. So Google, while they were technically right, they were stupid to start this problem. So Google, YouTube, if you're watching, here's what I think you should do. I think you should shut up, take the money you have, and let some people break your terms of service. Just let it happen. Ignore it. That's actually the best business decision, is to ignore the people who are blocking the ads, because it is only a very small percent. I've seen some people online say that 10% of the people on YouTube use Adblock. I've seen others say up to 30%. With the revenue numbers you're making, you're doing just fine. And the more you yell and scream about this, the more people are going to fight back. Because even though they are technically breaking your terms of service, they see the ad blocks as being so obtrusive that they will go to any length to stop them. They will fight you, and the ad blockers, the ad guards, the whatever uBlock, they'll do everything they can to get around it as well, because that's what they do. They provide a service of blocking ads for people, and you can get premium. I have the AdGuard Premium. It installs on your desktop and blocks ads across all the different apps and browsers that you have on your desktop. So yeah, they're going to do what they can to make sure that their customers can block all the ads. Is it okay to block ads on the internet? That's a totally separate video. I think it is okay to block ads on the internet when they are extremely invasive. They install cookies on your machine that follow you everywhere. Of course, we should all be blocking that stuff that invades our privacy, follows us everywhere, and starts recommending personal stuff that shouldn't be recommending. It's gross. The ad industry is out of control. Now, at the same time, that does take money away from people like me who create content. So you owe me 4 cents. If you've got app, you owe me 4 cents. Mail it to me right now. I don't care, because I know that a huge chunk of this audience uses Adblock, and that it is what it is. That's why we have other ways to make money, like our store, which pays way more than YouTube does. Like I think last month it was like 4 or 5 times more than YouTube, and that's what we have. So, I'll just say that right now. Let's bring up the store. I didn't mean to go into an ad, but we're going to do it. So yeah, you can head over here to the store. This is one of the ways that we generate income and continue to make videos and do other things. I also do a lot of other stuff on the side that we're not going to talk about, but the videos are really the side project at this point, even though they take up way too much of my damn time. Eventually that'd be the permanent side project, or the nothing project. Anybody want to take over? I got some stuff to do. I'm working on stuff. Maybe a game or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my kind of rambly, ranty stance on this. YouTube is technically right. You're technically wrong. But YouTube should shut up, take their money, and leave it alone, because putting it out there and fighting with all of the nerds who are using Adblock, that's not going to do any good for their business. So while it's counterintuitive, it's the best business decision. Alphabet, my consulting is free this time. If you want any more information, you got to pay me. And it ain't going to be cheap either. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching, and enjoy whatever stuff you're going to get on epicpants.com. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you think of this. Is it a fair way to look at it? How do you feel about this whole thing? Is there some angle on this that I missed? I like to try to get as broad of a perspective as possible on these things. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you later.